What do we have in here? I'm looking for room number 20, I'm pretty sure. There's stuff here. Magnesium and alcohol. And I can take it, I'm not going to use it. Moss crawls under his bathroom tiles. Actual moss. You know, not fake moss. What about these shoes? Why are they here? They've got 1 cent in them. Brilliant. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov. Honestly, he does kind of look like you after all.
Yeah. Kim, you have to admit this Kraz Mazov bears a striking resemblance to me.
Hold on a second. Is this why you broke in here? To find out whether you're Kraz Mazov?
No, purely coincidental.
Sure it is.
Just humor me for a moment. Don't you see the resemblance?
Well, you both do seem to share an affinity for sideburns. But it seems like old Kraz here didn't drink nearly as much as you.
How do you know? The bust is probably just a romanticized depiction anyway.
Ah, very well. Let's look for identifying features then. Doesn't he have a birthmark right here? What about you?
I can't tell, I can't see my face.
Alright, but here's the big thing. Kraz Mazov looks Samaran, and you don't.
I'm part Samaran myself.
Okay, you win. Be Kraz Mazov then. I don't care. Why are you so hell-bent on proving that you're Kraz Mazov anyway?
I'm not sure. It's just a feeling I have, but I trust my feelings.
Alright, Kraz. If you say so.
But at the same time, I'm gonna say Kraz Mazov was a mass murderer. There's nothing cool about keeping his bust on your nightstand.
He was definitely controversial. The tenant here seems to like him.
He leans closer to inspect the photos of revolutionaries on the wall.
There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems.
Apparently. Alright. What is this? Oh, 6 real. Well, I'll take those.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Not what we're looking for, but let's
A
look.
poor communard from the looks of it.
Let's go.
It's generally...
We don't have a warrant for this. That's fine. I will need to quickly take a break. I'll be back in a bit. Okay. Where is... I didn't click there, I'm pretty sure of that. Anyway. You got anything new to tell me?
Give me a moment.
The cleaning lady still seems to be having difficulty breathing. I'm looking for Billy Majon. You know where she lives?
It's about Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her. You'll find the Majons in apartment 20 upstairs. It's one of those doors on the balcony.
Alright, thanks. I'm looking for her. I'll be able to find her. Don't know why that circle keeps popping up. But I'll find her on the balcony. Alright, where is number 20? The curtains shift just a little. Someone is watching you from within. Gotta be this door then, right?
A weathered brown door.
Yes.
The number reads 20. Something smells good. Soup allons, yo. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
Hold on, Kim. We should discuss this before we move on. What should we expect?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
He looks at the apartment door and lowers his voice a bit.
You hear light footsteps passing by the door and some folk music playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Majon. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Do you have any advice on how to tell her he's...
Dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Alright, I think I'm ready.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Hello, who is it? A voice calls out from the other side of the door.
And someone turns down the radio.
Is this Billy Mijon's home? This is the police. Please open the door. The police? A moment, please. Give us a moment. You hear shuffling inside.
Tidying up. Nervously.
Give us a moment? Okay. She unlocks the door. Come in, the door is open. I will be coming in.
It's you from the bookstand.
Yep.
Did you come to bring my cockatoo back?
She smiles nervously before the smile vanishes from her face.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here. Condensation from stepping inside.
Thanks, but I'm alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
She stops, her eyes trying to read answers from your face.
No, this is something much worse. Is he in a hospital? How bad is it?
How about some small talk before you break the news?
You live here with Victor, your husband, right?
It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters, Jenny and Jolie.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned them at the bookstand.
Mm-hmm. They came home later. They're good girls.
And where is everybody? I don't see anyone home.
The girls are staying at their friend's place tonight. And Victor is out.
She swallows visibly.
He still hasn't come home?
No.
She stops. There's a kind of not very sensitive question if he questions considering you know he's dead.
Why? Do you have any news?
Something else I have to tell you.
She folds her hands across her chest.
Alright, let's go for it.
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
What do I just say he's dead like that? Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband Victor Mijon was found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
Your husband Victor Mijon is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh.
She touches her neck, eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
Oh. But he was just...
She looks at the kitchen table where 2 cigarette butts are still in the tray.
But he was just here. Alive.
And now he's not.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
She turns to you. Her neck and cheeks are covered with red blotches. Her double chin is shaking. It was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
Yes. Alcohol may have played a role, yes.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
It's hard to say at this point.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress.
Here.
The lieutenant takes out his handkerchief and offers it to the woman. She nods and slowly wipes away her tears. Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend? A family member? Someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly.
Unreal.
God. Should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
No. Take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when you come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
She nods, but with a wretched expression.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
Good question, actually. Where is he?
We've taken him to the city morgue.
Oh, yes.
The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
He hands her a leaflet with the morgue's contact information.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
She rubs her face, runs her fingers over cheeks that have become numb.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
She runs out of breath.
These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon. Already, she starts to shake.
Again, I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
Set the library card by her. Leave the room.
You did well.
The lieutenant says as soon as you've left the apartment. The balcony feels cool and quiet, with a stunning view over the district. What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased.
What about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
Right. It's closed then.
Let's go.
Alright. Let's go. New skill point. Conceptualization. In we go. Do we have anything else to do here? Not really. Let's head back out. And go... talk to Joyce, probably. Don't really quite know what about yet, but we'll figure it out once we're there. Probably about any of the things that Everard told us. And there were plenty of things he told us. I think most of them were old news, but surely there's a couple of new dialogue options coming up. Joyce. So I've been dealing with Everett again.
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
He asked me to open a door.
A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that.
No, I mean like a real door. Just someone's house.
Oh my. A real door?
The lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
It had to be done. I got information. It was useful to the case.
That's good to hear, Detective. Police work is rarely pretty, but it sounds like you did what you had to do.
Her bartering mind cannot fathom that you didn't ask anything in return.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it illegal, and it was not for nothing.
He turns to you.
This seems serious.
I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
He means beyond the coming days and weeks, or the grasp of newspaper and radio reports that may trickle to your desk if you ever return to Precinct 41 in the far future.
The Union's militant wing organized the lynching. I mean, she knows that already.
Yes. That's the talk about town. The Hardy Boys, they're called. Find the name rather amusing, honestly.
And most of this is information that basically we know from her.
Misinformation. This is all because we haven't shared information on the lynching yet. See? Already the adversary uses it to their advantage. Don't let him. Hurry up on that probe. The moment you tell me you're finished at the traffic jam, I will gladly tell you the company's side of the story.
What probe?
She must really want you to look into the drugs. Otherwise, she'd tell you.
I've asked the union's militant wing to fully cooperate with the investigation.
How benevolent. Hopefully they'll help you sort this whole business out, if they haven't already.
They haven't, because I forgot to talk to them.
While we appreciate your assistance, ma'am, I'm afraid we can't discuss the specifics of an ongoing investigation with you.
That is only fair.
I've said all I can.
Well, I hope it yields something. Naturally,
No.
Detective. There are lighter... Of course, Detective.
We'll leave it at that.
You can
I
always
think.
drop by later, should something come up.
Or do I have
Now,
more questions
what
about
else
reality?
can I do for you?
Yes.
More lessons in basic reality?
A bit.
My favourite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Not who. I want to know what you are. She hums.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
What are you?
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants.
I knew it.
I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine.
Dios mío, a liberal. Wait, what's an ultra?
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind. Yes. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists. I can see you thought our kind were all extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as this anymore. Not in broad daylight. I can see we're not so different, you know. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
Absolutely.
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
Be quite frank, I don't care.
A fitting punishment, to be forgotten, if not forgiven. Save a prayer for us in our chateaus on Ozon and in Stella Maris. When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery.
An appropriate warning to those who'd crossed the line and pull the city into madness once more.
I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isla down rather than let them have it.
You're a patriot?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
That sounds like a patriotic thing to say.
Seditious talk, ma'am.
The lieutenant puts down his notes and gives her a look. You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
Sure, what was the RCM again? What am I doing here?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
He's being sarcastic.
Are we?
We are.
You said de facto?
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
Yes, apparently we've talked about this before, not that I have any memory of it, but I now get to choose another option. That's it for the who I am part then.
Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are to me is the police, the only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol. And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I am here to help.
She bows and smiles. What is this acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
I like how her sentence literally states caused by lack of vitamin B in the brain, and our option is to ask what causes it. Go on.
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
It's definitely the drinking.
She nods slowly.
Alright, well, that's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
See you around, Joyce. Okay, I don't think there's any... Oh, well, we're here already. Might as well quickly greet Cindy.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
So you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor?
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art? Art for the body?
Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell.
Could that girl have been little Lily? It's not a bad place to start.
I know a little girl in the village, little Lily.
Could have been her. Small kid with giant white armored hands. If you've seen one of them, you've seen them all.
There weren't any other small girls in the village.
Alright. See you around, Cindy. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the Hardy Boys, and then we're going to go to a fishing village. All the way to over here and into the whirling. Let's see what he has to say now after he's been talked to by Everard Clare himself. Well, actually, let me first see. Do you have anything new?
I've got nothing.
You've got nothing to say to me. I see.
It's you again. What is it?
Sure. Let's convince him that he's being manipulated. Start with that again.
I don't know what went wrong the last time. You have so many good ideas here. Make them all see they're puppets on a string.
I'm just gonna
No, Glenn.
just
I
gonna
wanna
go
hear
through
this.
that again.
I think it...
No.
He'll put the...
I do not understand. This fiddle played totally fell
Me and
apart.
Everard talked. He promised you'd cooperate.
So you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You gonna go and tell on us?
Very mature, guys. Everett sent word, right?
Yeah, I heard him. Now fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word. Let me state this very clearly, capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys, Hardy boys. How may we assist you?
Explosive laughter follows. To his men, Titus Hardy is a golden god. They want to laugh at his jokes even before they leave his lips. This guy is a born leader. But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
Alright, we can try it one more time.
Convince
Yes.
Titus he's being manipulated? Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus will never falter.
One of his boys will.
Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility.
That's it then. Case closed. I'm going home, Kim.
Huh?
The lieutenant raises his brow.
He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
All because they like killing.
Yeah, we liked it. It was fun, wasn't it, guys? We had a great time.
It wasn't for your fucking entertainment, Dennis. She...
He gets a hold of himself.
They kill you because they think it's funny.
They club you from behind, string you up, and go back to drinking.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We didn't hit him, okay?
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
Turn to Angus. Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him? For no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
He takes a breath, wheezing.
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him.
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
The room falls quiet. So quiet, you can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Oh, Klaus, you killed him. Is that it?
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
She walks off without looking back.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions?
Kim, he did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
I'm sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
So you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see.
So there was a wound. You should try looking for it one more time before you send the body away.
Why?
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them? Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
The rat-faced man snickers. It's honestly not a terrible analogy.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. You keep taking it easy too, Angus.
He turns back to you. What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. And there was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Who's Tibbs? The 8th party?
Yeah. He's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Tibbs. That's short for?
Short for Tiberius?
Yeah. Good man.
Bet their father's named Atticus Hardy. Lucretia Hardy would be their sister. Anyway.
Alright. If Klasia didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we talking about?
The can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
These people, who are they?
They're powerful, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we avoid all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
So, who killed the merc then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
Possibly.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
And you had ideas about his past too?
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell.
He pauses to think.
Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calm now, threw all that turmoil away and became himself again. These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still, this guy's not as dumb as he looks.
Yeah, certainly. Whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier you said the girls asked for your help. Was this the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it, for political reasons. It sent a good message.
It's her, isn't it? The missing 8th Hardy? It's the other girl.
The big guy turns to Glenn, who's about to say something. The blonde shuts his mouth before a word escapes.
I'll say it again. All the Hardy boys are right here, cop. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy boys. You don't know her, anyway.
You know, it's okay for her to be a Hardy girl, Titus.
We're Hardy boys, and that's it.
Sure, but can you tell me anything about this affiliate name, current location?
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klausya you want to talk to.
Sure, I guess. Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go, Klausya, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But
you would still prefer if we didn't take her away?
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
The lieutenant slides his notebook into his coat pocket. He turns to leave. Alright. Well, we don't do that right now, of course. We gotta go to the fishing village first. And do all of our stuff there. There's still some gauntlets we have to find. We might as well forge the document in the fishing village as well. While we're there. Just so that the time works out. We walked there. We could have taken the signatures if we'd wanted to. It's just we didn't want to.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month
What do you mean?
construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
They could be watching me here. You know what? We're going in here. Surely they can't be watching me in my own house.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
They're not watching me
12
here.
to 40-month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
But 58% is not brilliant. Basically gambling this. We're so far away from a level. And we, well, either way though, we can't level up. That's the issue. Interfacing is at the max. We could... Learning cap for perception, that's not what I want. We could try and maybe see if any of these give us an additional learning cap raiser. I think we're just gonna try it.
The worn map.
Not the map of matinees, no. This.
You take the legal documents out. The youth center
plan.
Cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall. It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center. This is either an ominous or cool architectural choice. Hard to say. My money is on cool. Looks like a cubic pyrite.
Actually, you know what? What logically makes sense is we talk to them. Maybe it helps us forge their signature. Maybe? Lillian, there's someone who wants to build a youth center here. What are your thoughts?
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Well, I'm not just gonna hand her the envelope. No. I'm not gonna do that. Alright, I think we're just gonna do it. Screw it. Might as well. See if luck is on our side today.
The worn map.
Not the map.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.